yes, we know. Just walking back to the boat now. All become clear in a second. Well, yes, in a second for you when Fran gets back. She's at work. I'm at work, but I'm in between jobs. Did a bow thruster this morning, got another bow thruster over there to have a look at in a minute. But in the meantime, a little job I've been wanting to do on our boat for a long time. So I'm just going to get into the engine bay and yeah, enlighten everyone. Well, mainly me. I've got a few jobs to do in this engine bay actually. Clip some of those pipes up, and a long time ago I installed an alternator to battery charger in here, and all that works well, but I have to jump start it into life every time. So a little bit of wiring to try and figure out, well, I know what's going on, because yeah, but anyway. This isn't the technical channel, is it? This is Moonshine. So yeah, I know what's going on. Basically, because I've put that there, I need to do a few wiring changes to get that working. So here's the alternator to battery charger just here. Yeah, and mainly it's this cable here goes up to the light on the dash, but when you trace it through, in this case the yellow and green, which isn't an earth, comes from the alternator just down here. And of course that terminal now isn't live because this is in between it. So I've got to change that so it is. And once I've done that, we'll try it. There might be another little wiring change after that, but I'm going to try and do that first, see if that makes the difference. So there's a cable across the top of the engine, a bit like a guitar string, that will change, but this is just for testing. So I want to connect this to the battery live there, so I'm just going to do a little bit of a bridge over to there and see if that does what I want it to do. Try that in there. Well, let's go and get the key, give that a whiz. That sort of works. Does work. Just a little bit of a wiring mod to get rid of those bits and pieces that are sitting across the engine, so I've just got to extend the loom a little bit. Yeah, so I hope here comes a customer. It's too late to run inside, isn't it? It's too late to run inside and hide. Beautiful day, mind. So, right, okay, so I'll go and do this and come back. Maybe Fran will be back by then. So just extending those cables a little bit. I've put some plastic conduit on these just to protect them all, and then all that should be good to go. So right, back in a minute. Right, so that works okay. Good. Stop me keep having to jump start that alternator thing into life. Yeah, I've lost the cover for it. I'll put that somewhere safe. I'll find it. Anyway. These pipes here, they've been demarcating for ages, but clearly not enough for me to do anything about it. I'm talking about these in person. Yes, those. That's not very good, is it? So, yeah, I'm going to put some clips on there and just neaten that up a little bit as well. Small steps though, eh? Get restarted again, I think. Aha, found it. So I want to put this on here. Oh, there's only a screw in there. Right, better. Pipes are better, a few little jobs, a little bit of rust proofing here and there. I noticed there's a little bit on the floor, on the base, so I need to throw some, stuff on. And there's a few fittings I use here around boats, like the cast iron, and they just rust. So a little spray of some kind of maintenance spray will just help them keep those a little bit nicer, shall we say. On the whole, looking pretty good actually. Right. We're just going out for a little weekend cruise, eh?
Yeah, a bit cooler today, thankfully.
Need to get away from people a little bit. So, yes, I said we'd update you on everything that's been going on and what the plans are, even though they keep changing.
I'm a married woman now.
Well, I'm not a married woman, am I?
Oh, you're a married man.
Yeah, so we got married on the 15th of May. That went really well, eh?
We had a fantastic
great time.
day. Weather was perfect, everything went really, really well.
We'll pop a few pictures at the end of the video if you want to have a quick look at those. Fan looked amazing. Not quite as amazing as I did, but anyway. So yeah, it's been a quiet start for Moonshine itself.
Yeah, we've had a busy. It's been a busy year, isn't it?
Come back from Spain and Portugal, and my workload just hit tilt straight away. And there you go. I can't work on the boat and all the people's all week. It's just too much. But as well, what was in Spain and Portugal, we booked a month in Florida, didn't we?
Yeah, for next year. But that's like our honeymoon. That's our belated.
That's the way we're going to sell it.
It's our belated honeymoon.
Of course, we need a lot of money to save for Florida, so that's sort of restricted what we can do on the boat this year. But the Florida kitty is starting to look a little bit healthier. So we are starting to do some work on the boat again to try and get it finished this year. So we've one of our friends from Stourport, he's joined us, so we've started working with him, haven't we, for some of the stuff we want. And also you saw earlier, well, only a second or two ago, I started doing some work in the engine bay as well to try and push that on a bit. So yeah, stick with us a little bit and we'll carry on with that. But we're just having a cruise down to Sharpness today.
Get away from it all.
Get away from people, and that is the amount of people that's like, oh, I know you're not working, but can I ask you? It's just a bit relentless sometimes. Check me out on Narrowboat Electrician if you haven't already. Rod for my own back, I made.
Just need a bit of a breather.
Just a breather, get away from people. And so we're going down to the quiet. We was going to go up to Gloucester, but there's like the Strongest Man event on there, and it's still a complete nightmare for mooring. You can here, can there, might be able to moor there.
Might get stuck.
Might get stuck, yeah. Now it's not that. We're going down towards Sharpness. Have a day or two down here. Might pop into Slimbridge, maybe
tomorrow or next time.
but it'll be tomorrow, won't it? Sunday. We might pop into Slimbridge Sunday, we'll see. But for now, we're heading down here. We give the boat a bit of a wash yesterday. How exciting is that?
It looks lovely.
It does look lovely, yeah. But yeah, we're just having a couple of days just out and about, and it's nice to be out in it.
Yeah, it's lovely.
We've worked since we got back, and not really taken the boat anywhere, have we?
No, it's nice to be away from it all.
Not done anything on the boat really, but we've had lots of other things going on, lots of family stuff going on as well. You know, birthdays and all that sort of stuff.
And we got another one next week.
Another one next week, yeah. That's the trouble when you got 7 grandkids. That seems to be like every other week. But anyway, we're clear from behind. Right, okay, so we're going to head down there, down to Sharpness or towards there. We'll have a wander around there, take you around with us maybe. Have a look at the Pert Hulks that I don't think we've covered before. We keep mentioning it, don't we?
Yeah.
So we might have a look around at the Pert Hulks, maybe go down to the dock, maybe pop into the Dockers
That's nice.
bar.
That's good, isn't it?
Yeah, that's pretty good. Quite like
And
it
good
there.
price.
And the price is good. So we'll have a wander around there as well. Take you with us if you want to. Like I say, we've been so. The money as well. Talking about money, obviously the wedding, it didn't cost us millions, but it cost us thousands. So
You know.
you know, we just didn't have the money to spend on Moonshine, as a worthy cause as she is. But we're going to start to get into that. We was having a bit of a talk the other night when we were trying to get her finished.
Do a bit more.
So I think probably I don't know, 3 or 4 grand's worth of materials probably would do it. I'm just guessing, but we know the price of timber at the moment. That's not cheap. So I expect a big bill there. But most of it's done. You know, it's all livable. Just bits and pieces that we need to look at. So, but we're not doing any of that this weekend. So we're going to chug down to Sharpness.
We are.
We'll see you down there and have a bit of a
Hopefully
warm
have a barbecue later, if it don't rain.
If it don't rain.
We've had rain this morning, but it's still warm now. Cloudy but warm.
It's just nice to be out on the boat for a bit and just away a little bit, away from people a little bit. So
Bit of us time.
yeah. So right, okay, so we'll see you down the Sharpness. Yeah, it was a fuel barge that missed.
The bridge went all across the estuary, didn't it?
Yeah, it went across there. You can still see the remnants of the ship that hit it at certain low tides. But yeah, that was the swing. The bridge used to sit on top of there, and that was where it used to pivot from. So it would have been quite a structure on it its day.
There's a little model there. I don't know whether you can zoom in on it.
Yeah, there's a little model there, look, that shows what the bridge used to look like, or the swing part of the bridge anyway. But yeah, it used to sit on top of there. Right, we're here. We ain't done much this afternoon. It's been like one eye open, one eye closed. God, it's been so hot. But Moonshine's there. Just show you where we are a little bit. There's the Severn Estuary. Yeah, I doubt that's the train because it's over there. But Severn Estuary, and here's one of the hulks that we sort of spoke about. But we'll have a look at a bit more of them tomorrow. So here's one of them. So they drove these into the bank to shore up the bank because the Severn Estuary was eating away at the canal. You can see how close the canal is to the estuary. So there's one or two here, but as we go up that way, there's quite a few up that way that we can pop into on the way back. You can even see, maybe you can see
the sea.
It's not the sea. You can maybe just see the remnants in the middle of where the bridge used to go across. There's two little footings there, you can just about see them. And like we said before, that's where a fuel boat came up, missed the dock in fog, went up the estuary and hit it was a railway bridge back then, like a steel structure, hit that, burst into flames, and it was beyond economical repair. Would have been something when it was there.
Oh.
You okay?
Slipping. I'm slipping in my flats.
So it's cooled down a little bit, so
Oh, don't feel it. I'm sweating.
I think it's a lot cooler, but we're going to have a walk along where the well, probably go to the Dockers Club actually if it's open, but we'll have a look down near the dock and into the marina, and you can come along with us. Come parley.
Nice. It's lovely down there.
It is nice down here.
It's so quiet.
It is quiet. Normally
you can never find a spot.
Normally a bit of a party destination, isn't it, down here? Well, a load of boats come down here and, well, barbecues and all that sort of stuff. But it's very quiet at the moment.
Strange.
Horseflies had me leg. Again. Buggers. But anyway. Right, we'll have a wander down, see what we can see. I don't know whether you can see now, but the tide is definitely on the turn. You can see all that water, that white water through there maybe. Tide's on the turn now, coming in. This is what's left of the old lock onto the Severn Estuary. What's left of it. It's all capped off now. And I don't know whether you can see in the distance, you can see the two Severn bridges there as well, spanning the Severn Estuary down near Bristol. That gives you sort of an idea where we are. Well, just a few tipples. That's funny.
Look, we'll bend all over there.
Oh. So I'm off screen now.
Oh. You could always come and sit by me.
So yeah, we just had a couple of drinks at the Dockers. We're heading back now. So a bit of Jack. Oh, nice.
I'm having Malibu and Coke. Very summery.
Well, it's a lovely Sunday morning down here, isn't it?
Very nice.
Tide's just going out, which is great. Yeah, just chilling, had a quiet night. Right, doing a little bit, fun sat there. Can't see waving. Looking at this A-frame, get some drawings over to Marshall, who's a joiner we know, who's going to do some stuff for us. So we're going to look at the A-frame, the bow door linings and the stern door linings. I think right now those are the ones we're going to look at. The side hatch needs a little bit more thought because I need to build the frame and everything. So maybe try and get him down to look at that. But anyway, I'm going to measure this. Our front, well, normally this is the gunnel, but anyway, it goes across the front. It's not horizontal. It sort of kicks back, and we can see that. So I'm just putting some spaces under here so I can just see what that distance is front to back, so we can measure that a bit more accurately, and then I can get that on the drawing. You okay there?
I'm fine.
Yeah, they might be. Does that look horizontal? I need to start back.
It's a rocket. We're making our viewers draw.
So I'm just trying to get that angle. What that angle? Yeah, that's about it. So, looking at a 2-inch frame, or see, 2-inch seems a bit narrow. 3-inch frame, 4-inch might look too big at it. Bit chunky. Probably about 3, but I think this would lend itself to 4-inch, and you still have a lip front and back. Yeah, we're going 4-inch frame, so I want to sort of see where that is to there. Well, 3/4 I reckon. And to the end, which is there to there, is 53. Now this top one's going to be a bit more, the height of it's going to be a bit awkward. I need to get some decent wood so I can put that out there to get that height. To delete it because it sounds awful. Yeah, so we're going to bird mouth that, so it'd be looking at 4-inch there, 4-inch bar, something substantial, because the thin ones look too flimsy.
Yeah.
So it needs to be something that's quite chunky. So that it'll be 4-inch thick. So that'll be like 1.5 inches of timber either side, and also I'll do is shape it so it looks neater. Does that need to be 4-inch? 4-inch is too much for that, isn't it?
Yeah, you want it as flat as
now
possible, don't you?
This is going to be 4-inch frame, but this needs to be less. This is like 2-inch. So 37.5, 30, what did I say it was? You get the idea. So there'll be a, I need to measure that as well. The length of that piece. 2 triangle sides, middle for our horn and our light that we've got a nice light from Trinity Marine, haven't we? Mm-hmm. 53, and then there's a 3/4 angle on the bottom, so this then becomes vertical. So 4-inch by 6-inch. So it'd be nice. And I think it needs it. If that was anything, if that was less, like 2-inch wide, it would look too thin.
Yeah.
It would look just too thin. So all I need, I'll say 28. .28-inch square. Back to Imperial again. And that doesn't need any trim or anything like that on it.
And what about round the inside there?
Oh, I'll do that. I don't need it. I don't need it. It's just these. wish that hatch was better.
Yeah.
I wish we had a proper sliding hatch, not like the one it is.
Yeah, our other one was nicer than that, weren't
Yeah,
it?
it's secure, mine. You know, it's secure. It's just.
I suppose we could put some plastic runner on that metal though, can't you?
I'll put some plastic runner on metal, but I can't change the design.
Because our other one went inside, didn't it?
It was hooked on underneath.
Yeah.
Whereas this one isn't, so not a good a design, I don't think. But hey ho, there you go. Right, that's the end of our Sunday.
It is.
We've we're not
Nothing.
yeah, we've done nothing, which has been a nice change, isn't it? Really,
Yeah.
just with this backdrop behind us, the Severn Estuary. So it's been really nice. Just talking about, I don't know, just stuff, ain't we? One of them being, oh, we like it out here. Do we want to go back to the marina? Should we consider continuous cruising for a while? We'll see. There's a big bombshell, but anyway,
We've talked about that before, though,
we have,
haven't
yeah. It is nice to be out and
about.
out on the water. And one thing we noticed last night was when we went to bed, it was dark as you like, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You know, because you normally got lights around the marina. Fran's still got a cough.
Oh, God, it's doing me a dip.
You've got the lights around the marina, so you can sort of see at night into the bathroom and stuff. But last night it was literally.
It's pitch black down here.
Oh, I've got a cough now. It was absolutely pitch black. But what a beautiful place. Only a few more boats here today. It was really quiet yesterday, but there's 4 hours here now, so. But it's all quiet on the western front. But yeah, beautiful. The tide's in, so that's all nice.
It's 9 o'clock now.
Yeah, 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
We was thinking about going to the Dockers, but we didn't in the end. We just chilled, saved our money, and talked about random rubbish.
I felt like it today.
No, just talked about random stuff, didn't we? So it's been really nice. So tomorrow we'll chug
I've
back.
had your drone up, haven't you?
Had the drone up.
I've had the binoculars out, looking at birds.
We was watching some kingfishers over there, weren't we? And I think
So quick though, you can only spot them.
yeah, you have to be quick.
It's like, yeah, that was one.
But this stretch here, this like mile stretch from Purton down to Sharpness here, it's just full of wildlife. It's literally all in the reeds, and the you could see birds on the flats out there when we was looking with the binoculars earlier. We know twitchers, but
It's nice just to look, isn't it?
I was going to say something funny then, but
Go
I was going to say I'm no twitchy, but I know a nice bird when I see one. Anyway, but yeah, there's a couple of kingfishers over there in the reeds. When I got up this morning, there was a stork over there as well, just standing there waiting for his breakfast. So all that stuff's really nice. Stuff that, we need to be out more, don't we? Yeah. We need to be out more. We've said this. We've got some family commitments coming up, but generally, yes, we need to be out more and see where we go from there. But boat's done really well. I mean, this morning, I was sitting, when I'm not going to work, I'm up so early, you know. The batteries are at 12.7 this morning, about 6 o'clock in the morning. Starting to get a little bit from the solar, and I just checked now and the batteries are still 12.8. Yeah. So it's full all day. We had the toaster on, we've had the TV on it, we've had the laptop charging, been charging the drone. The inverter's been on all day, and so it's all our electrical systems. Well, I'd be surprised if it didn't, considering my job.
I know, electrician.
Considering my job, I would be surprised if it didn't work as I expected. But yeah, those 6 lead carbons batteries doing us really well. Fantastic. When I put that toaster on this morning, they didn't even dip 0.1. No. So it's really good, really good. Right, okay, so that's us for tonight. We'll pop in and see if it's not chucking it down in the morning, which it might be.
It's in forecast rain tomorrow.
Oh, innit? Okay, we'll when we turn round, we'll take you up to where the Purton Hawks is. Yeah, I'm not going over there now. We did think about having a one-door, but it's quite a walk, and it'll be 9 o'clock.
It looks a bit stormy.
It'll be dark by the time we get back, or get up there. So, anyway, we'll take you in there. Don't know for now. See you in the morning.
Night.
Morning guys, just pulled up at the water point in Purton, sorry, extreme close-up, to show you guys the hulks. But while as we're on the water point, and to make it all very official, we're going to come here, we're going to top our water tank up as well. Apologies guys if it's a bit windy. So here you can see all the vessels that ended up here, the final resting place. Barges, schooners, ketches and concrete lighters was beached in the banks of the River Severn where they lie, in a boat graveyard which protects the canal from the erosive power of the river. So just continue down, quite a list. And you've seen from just the aerial shots that how close the canal bank is to the river itself. I mean, we're right here, so you can see there's more boats. Nice nice places to explore for 10-15 minutes. There's more boats down there, and each one of them is actually has a name plaque, doesn't it? Yeah. So you know which one it is. But you can see all those down there. So, yeah, there's one there. The tide's in at the moment, so it's pretty ferocious.
Narrowboat, 1941, beached in 1964.
So this is actually a concrete boat. You can see the bow of it poking out here. Who knew you could build boats out of concrete? But there you go. And you can see, if I step on it a little bit, danger all along here. Very, very careful. Shifting sands, sinking mud, all that sort of stuff. So if you do come here, be very, very careful. And you can see this particular boat is buried in the canal here. So all these were beached. You can see more up there, just to give a bit of a security to the canal, because this Severn estuary was eating away at it. And like I say, you can see how close it is here. So really beautiful place though, really beautiful place. You forget it's on our doorstep sometimes, and it's no, it's really nice. It's really nice, and that's where we were moored up down towards the marina down there for the last couple of days, which has been quite nice to take ourselves out of life for a little bit.
1960.
I really wish this was still here. So, what was it? 1960. So when we took the boat along the other day, we went through here. There's the pivot that used to be there, and there's still some of this structure here. But all this section used to swing about this point, and that was the Severn Bridge, which was a railway bridge. But 5 crew were lost, and it was we came up in it was fog and hand tide. I think it all transpired against them. But yeah, pause the video if you want to read that a little bit further. But that, if you imagine that would have been across there, it would have been quite a bridge. And it's sad, it's sort of sad that we've lost some of our heritage that way. That bridge is actually gone. You can see some of the footings at very, very low tide out that way. So and I think one of the vessels is still out there that you can still see at some, like, very low tide, but the sand shifts about as well, so sometimes it's covered, sometimes it isn't. But yeah, the Severn Bridge, well, the A7 Bridge, Severn and Wye Railway Bridge. Right, that's a wrap for us.
It's a wrap.
It's good to be back. What was that in? Oh, Iron Man. Yeah, we're gonna put some more videos out, as we said. we've got those drawings out to Marshall over the last, well, yesterday. So hopefully we get some A-frame built and this, that and the other.
And we start to do a bit of work.
Start to do a bit of work. Money's tight. Money's very tight, but we're going to try and get some work done. The things we can do. So we have started, which is good. But yeah, things have got in the way.
He's not putting his finger up.
No, I am putting my finger up, but not that finger. This finger. Yeah, like we said, the wedding really took priority this year, so we've got all that done, haven't we? So
Yeah.
right, okay. So anything to say?
No, nice to be back.
It's good to be back.
Good to be back.
Right, we're going to see if that water's filled up, and we'll catch you next time on Narrowboat Moonshine. Give us the
Thumbs up.
thumbs up, subscribe, all that sort of stuff, and hopefully we'll